Oh, hello.
Who's back?
Long time no see.
Your favorites, Elia.
And Solomon.
No,
'Cause she
hell
said,
yeah.
No, she said favorites.
No, I said your
It's the
favorites,
both of us.
hell yeah, and then you just like intruded the whole thing. So guys, we're back because I feel like, first of all, long time no see. How are you?
It has
How's
been a long
everything?
time
How's
coming.
life? Ours has been hectic.
Amazing.
Hectic, but amazing. It's been really, really, really good.
We're working on positive reinforcements right now. So it has been very enlightening and we learned a lot from this journey that you have been following with us.
Right?
Good job on us. We've been documenting it pretty well.
Yes, we've been adapting to a lot of things, and one of those things being, first of all, new location. With that new location, we had to like adjust a lot of things. One of them being our workouts, you know.
Which new location? The new or the new location?
New. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
But one of the first things that we had to really adapt is just because we get a lot of people that are like, oh, but like so much has been going on. I don't really have time to train. What do I do? Like, do I stick to the same plan and whatever? So we're gonna update you guys on how much do we train now? How often do we train? What do we do? Like, what kind of like logic do we follow? Basically.
Yeah, we have a structure.
Yes.
I'm not sure about yours. I have a structure.
Okay, where did you throw me on the device?
No, you look like you have one. I'm just not aware of it. And
I follow a program that Solomon gave to me. Yes, it was free. No, I don't pay for my program. It's a 5-day plan.
She does the dishes, so I mean,
Once in a while.
if anyone else wants to do dishes instead of paying for their program, I'm very open-minded.
You have all seen Solomon's weird things that he eats together, so trust me, his Tupperwares are not like very easy to clean.
It's hilarious. Long story short, we figured now because we're going to commit to this and make it a more recurrent thing,
Hopefully.
might as well at the beginning of each video give you a quick snapshot of what has been going on in our training week.
Yes.
Okay. Now we haven't spoken to you in a while, so there's been more than a training week. There's been weeks we have had to adapt, but we have been disciplined on our training, no matter everything that has come our way. I've been open about the fact that for a couple of weeks I actually could not train, but I was very strict with my diet. And I mean, moving machines around was kind of a workout.
And he got his neck injured, and he's been training neck very
Look at that.
seriously
moving
ever
everywhere.
since. Very committed to this.
Yes. Okay.
So me,
How's your training week? What have you been doing
I'm
this week?
training 5 times a week.
5 times a week.
Sometimes goes down to 4, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm back in school, guys. I'm a full-time student. I work as a trainer at our facility, and I do have like a pharmacy job, like a side gig, where I work, like 5-6 hours a week, but it's still like, it takes like a half a day, full day, So like for me to like really get those days in, I need to be disciplined, I need to have a plan. This week I've been overreaching.
Okay, what is that?
So overreaching is basically like, let's say you start a new program, your first week, you kind of like, you're adapting to it, you pick up the weights, and we get this question a lot, like how much weight should I do?
Oh, and then we can make a whole episode.
How many reps should I do? Like the first week is kind of an adaptation phase, I want to say. You want to keep like 3 to 5 reps in reserve.
Yeah, kind of. If
Right?
you don't know what reps in reserve are, we could redirect you to a few posts that we've made. But
Yeah.
basically, when you terminate the set, if you could have done 10 more reps, you're probably a little too far, too late. So you want to have maybe
3 to
5
5
reps.
in tanks.
3 to 5 reps in the tank left.
Yes.
That's still reasonable on a first training week of a program.
And then little by little, you start like challenging yourself in terms of not only the weights, like if you see you can do something a lot heavier, add like an extra rep, add like an extra set, So little by little, you're increasing the volume.
So which week are you on your plan now?
4.
Week 4. How have you been increasing your volume to which variable primarily?
Depends on the exercise. Like
Okay.
some of the exercises, I'll see like there's no way I can even add like a 5 pounds more. So what I do is I'll throw in an extra set. Instead of 3 sets of 10, let's say, I'll do 4 sets of 10. So that's already 10 more reps than the week before, The week after, I'll see like, okay, I can push a little more. I'll do 4 sets of 11 instead of 4 sets of 10, let's say. But again, depends on the exercise. Sometimes it's just, I'll keep the 3 times 10, and I'll just keep increasing the weight, you know?
Cool.
So it keeps getting more challenging and challenging, and I chose to do my overreaching week this week because next week I'm going to be in exams, and I want to do a deload. So
Genius.
a deload is basically kind of going back to week 1, but not really. It's like redoing a class that you kind of failed, but you have previous knowledge of. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yes? Okay.
That works.
So you kind of like...
You're slacking.
Bring your volume down. Exactly.
You're slacking, but you're still getting.
It's perfect for a student because also at the same time, like I bring my food intake a little higher because my brain needs it for thinking and stuff.
You're focusing on recovery, basically. That's what you want to do in a deload. You want to be emotionally craving to go back to heavy weights when you're at the end of a deload.
What about you? What have you been doing?
Week 3, you guys have seen my crazy stories. I've been going nuts at it. It's been a long time since I've been able to commit to a solid training block, and I've been really making plans for what's to come. Also been experimenting on myself. I decided to increase the number of total set per workout every week by 5 sets. So I started my week 1 at 15 sets, make a leap to 20 sets, and I really felt it. And now this week I was at 25 sets in average per workouts, and it was brutal. I'll be honest with you, I almost feel like I'm overreaching already.
I'll be honest with you, if someone did not own this gym, I'd probably kick him out because he's so obnoxious. I'll be honest with you.
Yes, I'm a grunter and a screamer, but I get shit done. And it's been really fun also because we have such a nice group of people at the gym. We always rely on each other to spot and assist during a hard set. So
honestly, training here is fun.
We should have an alarm, like whenever you're about to hit a killer set, just everybody gathers around, you know, with these kind of people. But yeah, I've been taking a few sets to failure on my 3rd week, which I hadn't done in the first 2 weeks. So I'm taking them to failure and throwing a bit of negatives and drop sets and things like that. And it's been very brutal. I'm not sure what week 4 is gonna look like. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little scared.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to be around.
Yeah, people are gonna have to wear headphones again because it's gonna be loud. But I'm excited for it. So that's our training weeks for now. Now, life update. That's the episode today.
First, it was our 3-year anniversary. I don't know when this is gonna go up, but it was our 3-year anniversary on October 13th. Like 3 years since we've gone on our first date. That's where Solomon actually asked us to be exclusive. So that's why I'm referring to it for 3 years. Because the first date we became exclusive.
I got no games.
Solomon doesn't have time to play games.
Yeah. I was like this. I'm a busy guy.
Yeah.
I like you. It was a fun date. Let's be exclusive.
Obviously, it was a fun date. Look at me. So we have our gym. I'm sure like you guys know this already if you follow us on social media and stuff. Mm-hmm. And we first got a place where we were co-leasing.
Subletting.
Co-leasing.
We're cold.
That was so French of me, like okay.
No, colocation. It's not even a thing.
Like,
co-leasing. What's in French? Subletting.
Subleasing.
Sous-location.
Sous-locataire. So we were leasing from someone that was leasing from the owner of the building, basically. So we're taking half of like a business just because it was the first step.
Hey, let's be honest.
First time.
We got our feet wet.
Yeah.
It was convenient because some of the job was already made.
Yeah.
And
like let's say the mats on the floors were already done, it was already painted.
God knows how much work that was.
There was already like a lot of equipment, so we were like, for like our first gym, for first step, it's perfect.
Yeah, let's see if the idea picks up and if the dynamic of not only having a brand and a business and coaching people in commercial gyms, but if we could gather all our community under one roof, we figured that would be a great idea on paper, but we had to experience it to see if we could actually pull it off. So this opportunity was brought to us and we just jumped on it. It was a great option, but your boy right here is an ex-biochemist and coach and a trainer. So when it comes to business, I did not have everything figured out. Yeah. And this was about to become the biggest mistake I ever made.
We never inquired about like
permits
and stuff, and what was it, like a month after we were in that place?
Basically 6 weeks after we moved in, we
Yeah.
had a nice visit from someone from the city. Started taking pictures and telling us that we'd have to go get our permit, which I kind of knew you have to go get a permit, and I kind of knew
Honestly,
that.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Well, I was told, and I knew that they kind of show up. I'm not that bad after all, but they kind of show up at some point, and they're like, "Hey, listen, you're running a business here. You have to go to the city hall and declare that you have a business and get your permit." Like everything sounds okay. I'll go. You know.
Turns out,
You can't open any kind of business anywhere based on zonage and
Yeah.
residential area versus commercial. and
that
whatever.
building we were in, it was about to become like condos or whatever. So it was no longer a commercial building. It was known to the city as residential.
Yeah,
So they were not going to grant us a permit, and then we kind of freaked out. Obviously, we were like freaking losing it, but we thought we had more time to like leave and look for a place and find the ideal place at the price that we
Oh
wanted.
my god, it was 4 weeks out that they came. We barely just opened, 4 weeks in.
Yeah.
Because at 6 week we got the letter. That's where you were getting, right?
Yes.
The letter of eviction. So we got a letter of eviction.
2 weeks after.
Then it was
It's like, oh, you have like this amount of time to leave. If not, you're gonna be fined from anything from $400 to $5,000.
Yeah.
You know. So panic mode on.
panic mode on, and honestly guys, I know a lot of you are like, well, this is not right, you can hire lawyers and you can fight this, but I'll be honest with you guys, one thing I learned in life is you got to choose your battles, and this was not a battle that I was willing to fight, because it's just like starting in a toxic relationship. When you just start dating someone, it's already not going very well. That's a sign that's not going to be sustainable. And I think starting our business in an environment that was already on shaky grounds and having to fight just to keep that place, it was just not worth it, because besides that, I mean,
We took it like a sign and like a blessing in disguise, which it was, and we started just looking for new places, not necessarily like close to that area, but not far from it.
yeah, because our
So-
community just,
Yeah.
you guys are amazing. You've been following us, and God knows how many places we've been going around for the past 2 years. Legit, I have an army of nomads following me, and this is pretty cool. But I promised you that I would.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah,
We're gonna be here for a while. We
Yeah.
finally found the place.
we're selling in.
Honestly, and it was perfect.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, we love it.
We love it, and we've put our sweat, blood, and tears in this place, from nasty floors.
Not only nasty floors, but also nasty arguments between me and Salman. Me and Salman, anytime this time, we're like the kind of couple.
Never fights.
We never fight. We agree on everything, and it's always like we kind of know what the other one, how they feel about like a
We
certain
adapt,
thing.
you know.
You
But
know?
I think we had 3 years worth of fight in that 2 weeks.
But like we kept pushing through, you know, we
We
kept
made
working towards like the end goal, and we kept looking for the place, going to buy equipment because we didn't have all the equipment. Some
Man,
of it
listen
was
guys,
at
we
the
had
place.
to find equipment, find a place, buy the equipment that was missing, and then this equipment was sitting in different warehouses all over the city, and even like outside of Montreal. And then I went to hire the movers at like August 26th or something. Like they were supposed to come August 26th. So I hired them a week before, and the mover's like, okay, where are we going? And I'm like, I don't know. I will let you know when I find out. So until 2 days before we actually moved, I still didn't know where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
But we did everything in parallel. We bought the equipment and we told people, I'm buying it, here's the money, just have it sitting there. September, I'll be picking it up and I'll get it delivered and I'll hire a truck. And from that moment, you guys have seen everything that has been going on, and you've seen me like every day picking up equipment, every day picking up stuff. But like, because it's Instagram and it's such a small snapshot in our whole everyday life, that it kind of seemed like everything was under control and it was like smooth, and today he's going to pick up the squat racks, tomorrow he's going to pick up the chest press or whatever
It was
machine.
all fun and games at that time.
But the thing is that we had been hustling for the 2 weeks prior every day on phone calls and everything, and we had everything sitting, and it just so happened that the transition was still pretty fluid, but boy, it was a lot of nerve-wracking.
So a lot of money we have a lot of debts now. However,
We're broke.
Very, very happy with the outcome.
It's worth it, guys. Honestly, don't ever think that financials should be a reason for you to not take a leap for something that you truly believe in. I think it's really scary, but at the end of the day, there's no item that you're gonna buy that's gonna make you as happy as investing on something that can bring back, you know, and creating this new facility that we're working on just has no value. Like, I don't care how much debt we have. Like, I wake up every morning, turn on the lights in the space, and I think to myself, it's all worth it. It truly is.
So thank you all for so much support, so much love, so
You
much
guys
kindness.
are amazing.
And like, we couldn't have done it without our people. And I don't say it lightly.
I don't think
I'm
it was
just
fun,
saying
but
it.
I think I could have done it without you. I genuinely don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for Hilya. And it's important that I showcase my love and appreciation for you, because during those 2 weeks there has been a lot of people around us and they've seen nasty side of us. They've seen us argue. They've seen us maybe being rude to each other, and mainly me, and sometimes being edgy. And I mean, it's important that as many people as we can who are going to watch this are also going to know that, listen, it was a tough period and we all, you know, we all had to deal with our shit. Like, there's no reason to behave that way, but goddamn, it was stressful. It was not easy.
Proud of you.
But
thank you guys.
we pulled it off. Quick updates, 2 minutes before we finish this. Let's talk about what's coming at TSTF.
We're gonna put more info about this on Instagram. We're actually gonna film like a few stories right after this.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a new hit boot slash boot
It's
camp
happening,
class
guys.
soon.
The room is not ready, but it's happening.
It's gonna come soon. But we do already have a glute squad. I don't know if you guys are not aware of it. It's, I mean, is it ladies only? Guys can come too. It's all ladies at the moment.
Yeah,
So
it's a
just
woman class.
lower body, fucking fun. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Music's lit.
Music's
We
lit.
change it every single week.
I'm
like,
an asshole.
yes,
I'm an asshole.
He is.
I'll make sure that you suffer to at least a couple sets.
some exercises are the same, but we change it every day. And then now the boot camp is gonna bring a different style to all of this. We've done boot camp a lot.
That's
in
where
the
we
previous
started.
gym.
Those who are real OG clients are still asking about that HIIT class that we used to have. And it's a complete different dynamic.
Yep.
If you're looking more for a full body workout, highly cardiovascular demanding. You know, when we're doing the glute squat, it's pretty intense, but at the end of the day, you're doing hip thrusters, you're doing squats, you're doing exercises that are mainly taxing on the muscles, but not so much on your heart rate. And the HIIT class is going to be a whole different vibe. It's going to be about sweating, burning calories, you know, all these dynamic movements that makes your heart rate jump. If you're into this, well, and always
Yes.
within safety and controlled movements.
Come see us, holla at your girl, holla at your boy. We'll be there.
We'll be there. That's it? We're done?
Yes.